What's up, guys? It's Sean. Decided to throw up another YouTube vid. This one's just gonna be kind of a rant, and it's just, you guys all know where I stand religiously, so, I guess to a point, you'll be sitting there like, well, Sean, like, why do you give a fuck? And, yeah, I guess that sounds weird, but, I'll just get into it. I've noticed, that you have a lot of these Christians, and I haven't just noticed it in Christians, but a lot of it's going to be in the realm with people of Christianity. You have a lot of these Christians that they don't, follow their Bible. I know I made a video about this quite a long time ago, like I first started, and I'm just gonna kind of, further, that video. But yeah, I just don't get it. I'm probably gonna make another video, pointing out some of the actual things. This one's more just like a rant on, like more of a certain thing. I've noticed that you have these people of this Christian faith, and yet they shit all over it, and it just makes me shake my head. Like they do very unchristian things. Like you take, for example, like the prison population. Hell, I think like 60 to 70% of the population in the United States that's in prison is fucking Christian. I be seeing it on fucking, these prison shows, Lock Up and Lockdown and shit, and you see all these people like praying, and they got a Bible, or they got a fucking rosary or something in their hand, or they'll be talking about how they're all cool with God and they like murdered someone, or they set fire to a fucking building. I know that was one crazy one I seen, and this dude was a total Jesus freak, and he fucking set fire to some buildings, and yet he's reading the Bible every day. He's in the fucking jail on the show, and it's just like, what the fuck? But yeah, I've noticed a lot of Christians around me. It's like, fuck, I even know this dude, like, I'm not gonna name names, but like, he claims to be this Mr. like, well, I'm Mr. Christian man, and to a point, he's a good guy. Like, he helped me out in a spot, and did I necessarily need the help? No, but was it nice that he offered it anyways? Yeah, he gave me a ride back to my house, and that's cool. But then again, like, he seems so hypocritical to me, like, like basically the thing is, it was found out that he cheated on his wife. So it's like, okay, here you are married, and you want to like preaching being Mr. I love Jesus Christian man, I love God Christian man, and yet you cheated on your wife. And and then I guess like what pisses me off is, these people like have no clue what would be happening to them if we lived back in these like Bronze Age barbaric times. I think it really goes back to the problem of, there's really not a lot of Christians. I really don't even think that they've even read the Bible. Like I've stated in videos, I've studied what they consider the 12 major religions of the world. Maybe I need to make a video like putting out what I have. I really don't want to list them all, but two of them I've read is the Old Testament and the New Testament. Read both of them. I know them. I know some of the contradictions. I know what's fucked up about them. And it's, partly what turned me away from Christianity, among countless other things. But yeah, I just don't get it. Or, like, there's this other dude I just met recently, ex-gang member and stuff, and yet he's sitting talking about, God, and it's just like, I don't get it. It's like, you believe in God, and yet you've been a gangbanger. Like, that's one thing I really don't get, like, why people that are in gangs, like, believe in God. Like, you're doing very unchristian things in a gang. So yeah, that, to me, that just seems stupid. But yeah, you have all these people that claim this faith, and they do very, like, they break the Ten Commandments, or, like, there's all these other things that the Bible asks you not to do, or tells you not to do besides the Ten Commandments, or, sheds them in the light of you shouldn't do them, and yet you see Christians making atrocities, doing these things. And, okay, yeah, am I Mr. fucking Perfect sitting here making this video? No. But, seeing that I'm atheist, I don't have to give a fuck about what's in that book. I don't have to care about God. I don't have to care about the devil. I don't have to care about heaven and hell. I don't have to care about sin. Most people who, meet me, most of the time, because I am such a well-mannered person and a well-spoken person and a smart person, they honestly assume I am part of religion. Because they sit and figure, well, how could a guy like this, be outside of religion? And, I don't really get any adverse reactions to really that much when they find out that I'm not. To me, a lot of people really don't understand what an atheist is. And to me, it's just simply you don't believe in a god, deity, or like a goddess. Like myself, okay, I go a step further. I deny it. Like, to me, no, I can't disprove them, but to me, there's just no evidence towards them. And the world shows that. And like I've stated in other videos, if there is one, what a fucking dick. But yeah, I don't understand these people that they hold such this claim to this Christianity, and yet they do very unchristian things. Now, yeah, I get you can just fucking use your scapegoat and repent and get out of it, just like, in the Bible there's God's free will, and that's his scapegoat, and I've always found that so so funny, because it's so circular. So much of Christianity is circular. And then how human it seems, like God having emotions, like, no, an all-knowing, all-powerful God does not need to have emotions. That's just ridiculous. Not to mention makes imperfect beings. So that's another reason I fucking can't grasp it and don't wanna. Not to mention I've always just, noticed since I've been atheist, like, I run my world. I do, what I do for me. I'm what's in my corner. But yeah, it really puzzles me that you have all these people of faith, and they do this just fucking absurd shit. And it's honestly sat and bugged me. So I just figured I wanted to get on video and just fucking rant about it. I think I'm gonna make another video just pointing out, like, how ridiculous it would be if these people knew, like, if we were back in that time, like, how they would get punished for some of this shit. It's like they lose face because we live in a society that it's like that's not gonna happen. Like, we live in a modern civilized society, and I'm glad we do. And I realize if we were in that far back, yeah, okay, well, they could come after me and fucking, kill me or hurt me because I'm Mr. Non-Believer Man. So, believe me, I get that when I say that. But, they just, like, they forget how, like, what's in the Bible, or either that, or they just didn't read it. And I feel like they do themselves such a disservice by not doing that. But yeah, this is my video. Just why I think, you know, Christians can just be so fucking stupid about their faith. But yeah, Sean out. Peace.